So I tried to tell y'all about Manscape a while ago, but you didn't listen. This stopped being about nuts a long time ago. Manscape is for your overall grooming experience, for your overall hygiene experience. Now we have the Beard Hedger Pro Kit. You can look all up in this little box right here that Manscaped provided for me, and you be like, well, Voch, if this is supposed to be a top tier beard trimmer, where's all the guards, Voch? How do I adjust the length for my beard? Let me tell you something, man. Manscaped is pushing the envelope. They have an internal beard length adjustment trimmer. This has 20 different notches on it for 20 different lengths. And just look, come on, bro. That's 20 different notches. So whether you got a beard like me or a beard like Law Nation, we got something for you. Easy to clean. You pop this thing right off, clean it up, pop it right back on. And it is waterproof anyway, so it shouldn't be getting super duper dirty anyway. Inside of this kit, man, we have beard conditioner, beard balm. We have a beard shampoo and a beard oil. One day my beard's gonna get thick enough to use some beard oil, but you get a free gift that comes with this package. You get a beard brush, a beard comb, and beard scissors. So when you do have that big, thick, long beard, you just want to make those small adjustments, right? Manscaped sends you some beard scissors on the house. You can't beat this deal with a stick. So listen, man, go get you one of these, man. Use promo code VOCH20 for 20% off and free shipping, and they ship internationally. Listen, man, it's normally your balls will thank you, but we got beard trimmers, so now your beard will thank you, your face will thank you. We're gonna stick with beard. Your beard will thank you. All right, y'all, there's been plenty of dialogue floating around social medias, internet, Twitters, all that, about, Micah Parsons and where he should be playing. Micah Parsons had a handful of plays at off-ball linebacker. Sometimes he was the Mike. Sometimes he was the de facto will guy in the Dolphins game. And he made some pretty positive plays every time he was lined up there, And, there are pros and cons to Micah Parsons lining up at the edge, right? Of course, he's one of the best pass rushers on your team. And if he's your Mike, you don't want him to be forced to move backwards, right? But something really made me think about it, right? Think about the best defenses in the league right now. Let's just say 49ers, let's say Ravens, and let's say Jets, right? All those dudes have really stout linebacker play. Like, those dudes run all over the field. They can even get pressure if you blitz them, and they can play well in coverage. So you need the whole middle of your defense to be legit. The one techs, the mics, and the free safeties. Now, the problem is Micah Parsons just happens to be one of our best edge players. Now, and shouts out to everybody that's on the internet that's giving their input on this, right? There's even numbers and facts and evidence to, support the idea that Micah probably should not be playing, off-ball linebacker, that he's a better edge guy. Well, there's this one play that I saw when I was watching film on the Miami Dolphins versus the Dallas Cowboys. And it was this play right here, right? We're going to just take a look at Micah Parsons. Then we're going to come back and have a conversation about it, right? The one thing, and one of my old coaches told me this, right? I play center. And if there was ever a situation where we ran into a D lineman that we just absolutely couldn't block, Coach always said, the best way to deal with those guys sometimes is to just read them. And if you read them, you don't have to block them, right? And this happens with Micah Parsons at DN sometimes, right? There's ways to take Micah Parsons out of the game. I don't want my best player ever to be taken out of the game, right? But then I thought about it, right? So that's Micah Parsons, right? Micah Parsons right here. Let's just imagine for a second that was Dorrance, it was Sam, it was Dante, right? Let's just use our imagination, okay? I want y'all to then imagine if this was Micah Parsons. That's clearly J-Ron Curson is not Micah Parsons, but I told y'all to put your thinking caps on and use your imagination. That's J-Ron Curson. Imagine if he was Micah Parsons, right? You can't take Micah Parsons out of this play. You can't exclude Micah Parsons from this. There's not some fancy read play. It actually is, but I'm just saying in general. It'll be much harder to read and take a dude out of the play, this guy, than it would be to take. You can do a lot of stuff to take a defensive end out of the game or to take an edge player out of the game. It's hard to take a Mike linebacker or a Will linebacker out of the game, right? Especially when they run it free. And I'm just looking at JK and I'm like, hey, dog, shouts out to you, JK. And I don't know, particularly what your role is on this. I just kind of see you dropping into a zone. Cool. JK, I love you to pieces, but no matter what your role is, Micah Parsons will probably do it faster, right? Now, JK can go play some other role where he can do things that kind of benefit him a little bit. But I just wrote this down. What if Micah and JK exchange they exchange responsibilities on this play. I don't want JK at the edge, but you kind of see what I'm saying. And then it made me go through this film to find all the plays of Micah at Mike linebacker so we could talk about it here. If I sound under the weather, pardon me. Y'all know how I go. And if y'all want to see some more film, check me out on patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. We'll be watching film at some point. Micah Parsons is here. Off-ball linebacker, because sometimes you just got to put him there. Now, this is a rundown. Take a look at what Micah Parsons looks like in a rundown, right? As long as he can see it, as long as he can get there, as long as he's fast enough, right? Micah Parsons is not going to have a whole bunch of issues in these run game scenarios. Plus, let's just keep it a buck here. The one thing that kind of stands out to Micah Parsons is he's used to dealing with these kids, these fat guys. He's used to dealing with people that's bigger and stronger than him, right? This is where Micah Parsons lives. So even if we live in this world to where Jonathan Hankins is hurt and, Mozzie may not, and I'm not saying that's happening on this play. I'm just saying in general, right? There may be times to where our linebackers, are going to have blockers on them, right? Guys like, I ain't gonna say no names, whatever, but sometimes a player would see a block coming towards them and they'll just get out the way and it'll open up a lane for them. Some other players may be a total of 207 pounds and they just got to deal with blockers in that way. The beauty of having Micah Parsons here, the beauty of having Micah Parsons in the middle is that even if you get this situation where the run, where the linemen get up to the second level to try to block Micah deals with those dudes all the time. So as long as he can see it, he's good. Plus, in the event, let's just say that the run play went this way. Micah Parsons is athletic enough to go that way and deal with that run play also. Oh, Voch, you mean like this? If Raheem Mostert just happened to work the outsides a little bit because that's what the Miami Dolphins do you want Micah Parsons to be in the middle to be able to match speed for speed and work outside with Mostert? Hell yeah, stuff like this. Even in this situation, right, where Parsons is not running free, we just had this conversation, right? He's dealing with Eichenberg here. He's still used to dealing with the fat kids, right? So Eichenberg doesn't really pose a problem to him. And this ain't even Micah being strong. This is Micah being more quick and athletic than Eichenberg is. Hey, look, get rid of that block, shed it, get downhill and go make a play. Micah Parsons can do this for you all the time, right? So I'm like, all right, man, what other run plays, where Parsons a part of to where he can kind of deal with this kind of thing, right? Because I saw these two plays and I was like, oh man, I would love to see much more of Micah Parsons at middle linebacker stopping the run. And it ain't no more damn plays of Micah Parsons at middle linebacker stopping the run. This it. And that is upsetting. But Voch, he's your best pass rusher crowd. Cool, rush him from right here, right? Because most of Micah's best rushes come from the inside anyway. Whether he started off outside and he's gap exchanging and he ends up inside, or we just line him up over Eichenberg in the first place, right? This wasn't a sack or anything like that, but look at how fast Tua has to hurry this pass. And one thing that happened during the game, I was kind of upset that we didn't get a chance to do more of. I'm like, hey man, let's bring a lot more pressure, right? Because I understand that we have to take care of Tyreek Hill on the back end and things like that. But whenever Tua got a little bit of pressure, he was throwing that thing all over the place. And in this situation in particular, it was just Micah Parsons being better than Eichenberg in both A gaps. I wanted to see more of this. And chat, besides that, it was like one play where like Micah got blocked in the back or whatever, and that really didn't end up doing very much. And then there was this play where we get this holding nonsense to where we can't get a flag from one of the best pass rushers in the league. Man, it's almost upsetting, right? Because you would imagine Micah had 20 damn sacks right now if they'll just if they'll penalize teams for holding us. Like, there's no consequence for holding Micah Parsons. I almost think that offensive line coaches, like they go through their meetings and they game plan on Micah. And I'm betting you that these coaches go, hey, just hold him. I mean, they're letting us get away with it. Just hold Micah Parsons. I mean, he'll be fine. And I don't know. There's no reason to long form get into a shouting match with the referees on the internet or whatever. But chat, I wrote down these 5 plays, and it was like one more play where Micah got blocked in the back or whatever, and that was all the plays of Micah Parsons, at Mike linebacker. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, dog, like you see success here, you see positive results here, especially in the run game. And we're gonna be a team that these offenses are going to come out and try us in the run game. They're going to try us in the run game. And I'm not telling you that Micah shouldn't pass rush anymore, but at least, hey, Micah, play Mike linebacker, be run game guy. You can even drop yourself back in coverage or whatever, right? And wait till our team to Dak and the guys, right? Wait till they build the league, and now we can go out and pass rush and do what we want to, though, right? I just feel like it's too many ways to keep Micah Parsons outside of the game. It's too many ways to get him away from the ball when he's at edge. When he's at Mike, he can run around and do what he wants to. As long as he sees it, he's fine. And listen, man, we have some run teams coming, man. We got the Lions coming. Nobody cares about the Washington Football Wizards, but every single playoff team that we're going to run into, they're going to try to run the football. So even if it comes down to Micah having less sacks, right? Because I'm not even numbers guy anymore. I told you I don't care about numbers and stats and all that cute stuff. I just want the results. It's even if it comes down to, okay, Micah's not getting the sacks anymore, or he's not getting as many sacks because he's pass rushing less, I'm fine with that. And it'll even preserve Micah, because you don't want that dude just dealing with the big kids all the time, man. You want him running around and doing what he does, right? So I even think Micah will be healthier and fresher later in the season if he just got a chance to run around and do linebacker things and not line up in 4-point stances and wrestle with 300-pound kids all the time. I don't know, man. That's just me. But we only had a handful of Micah plays to show, because we only had a handful of plays of him at Mike linebacker, and I think that's a shame. Every time he was there, something good happened. All right, that's all I got for y'all, man. Like I said, we're gonna do some more Patreon work, and I'll just see y'all over there. Patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. All right, y'all hold down for the Dos Que Wos and Peace Whiskey. Until next time, see y'all on the volume, man. Salute.